if you had to name one documentation gap that will instantly undermine auditor confidence in your whole process, what would it be and why?
No, I don't think
What
I'd have to say backdating is a big one. So a lot of times, and that again can be that ripple effect from having bad GDP, not, signing off on things in the moment. And an operator forgets to sign off on a critical step and you notice it 2 weeks later and you go put the date from the day it happened. And if you get, caught in that rabbit hole, it's really going to undermine your auditor's confidence that you're, being honest and truthful. It's always best to just put the date you're actually going to sign off, put a note, a justification, like depending on how, severe the risk is of that type of document. It's just always better to be honest, use your processes again if you need to. I think this one has a good story. So, as you go through these certification cycles, you're often paired with the same auditor for the entire cycle.
Right.
So you also don't want to create, in those initial audits, a bad relationship. They're going to remember, something bad happened. And this didn't directly happen to me, but auditor I do have a good relationship with. During the audits, there's always some downtime where you're talking anecdotally, and she was telling us a story of a time where someone, a lot of times we do virtual support as well. So you're sharing screen, they're asking you, can I see an approved supplier list and evaluation? So you're pulling up on your computer. And I guess this auditee didn't realize they were still screen sharing and was like actively changing the dates on a record that the auditor could see. So I think her relationship, not to speak for her, but definitely was probably soured. You lose that trust in the process and having that relationship. So always just back to back dating, just put the date it happened, and it's always better to justify and use your processes.